DandJPodcast21. What's good? Your host with the most, your man Dre is in the building, and I got the best fucking DJ in the world, man. The best DJ in the country, the galaxy. My God, DJ Peabody.
Yo, 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 yo.
What's good, DJ? How you been? How you been?
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
Ladies and gentlemen, how we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Where's the vibes going? How are we feeling today, ladies and gentlemen? It's a beautiful day. It's a blessed day. Let's take advantage of it.
Word.
So what's good, man? Oh, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
To early start to the week, a good start to the week. Beginning day of the week, it's winding down now, and we get to wind down with DandJ Podcast right here.
Live and direct, ladies and gentlemen.
Live and direct.
But
How was the weekend, brother?
Same old. I can't complain about life, man. Nobody can never complain about life as long as you wake up. So that's my start. I mean, I'm good, man. What did I do this week? I played football.
No trips this weekend?
Oh no. B-Day's coming up, so I'm just relaxing. You know what I mean?
Oh, you waiting?
Yeah. I'm leaving the country. I gotta leave the country now, man. This game.
Ooh.
Yeah, leaving the country for the B-Day. So I gotta set you up. I totally forgot. I'm glad you brought that up. I gotta set you up because most likely I'm gonna be out the country and you're gonna have to take over for the show. Hopefully I ain't gonna be that busy. We're gonna see though. You know what I mean? Definitely.
No, you know how it goes.
Oh yeah, I do, man. But I want to give everybody that luxury. Everybody needs to be up, ready to go, knowing what's going on, and everything is working. That's all. I want to make sure everything is working, man. So, what's good with you? How you been?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been okay, man. You know, it's changes in the world, but you know, we adapt with the changes. Like, I don't know how you guys are feeling out there in the world. Outside of the DandJ Podcast, but you know, for the city workers, I think today was the last day. If they were not or are not vaccinated, they get to come to work.
You ain't getting paid either too. So they wildin', man. They out here wildin', man. For real talk.
New York was happening out here, man.
Yeah, they forcing it now. They really forcing it, man.
I mean, it's not across the board. Not like every job, every employer is doing that because they can't mandate.
They trying.
They just trying. So they're trying by using certain companies which are okay or in agreement with what those powers to be are trying to do as far as mandating or forcing people to do it. So they are willing to give up the jobs, but some jobs require that. People are just like, yo, you can't force me to put something in my body. I don't know what it is, which I agree with.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I see that they were saying some of the requirements is if you got more than I think 100 employees at a location, they want that to be mandatory that you take it. All city workers
in that workplace.
Yes, in the workplace. But then I'm starting to notice that a lot of people are not going back to work. You know what I mean? I know they were saying the healthcare workers, they're not trying to do that. You know what I mean? Some people, you just can't force that. That's just force. You can't force that type of that decision. That's a big decision what you want to do with your life because I got the first dose. I won't be getting the second. I don't know how people could deal with that. I don't like the feeling. And then when you got a feeling, you don't like that feeling, you leave it alone. You don't deal with it no more.
That's right.
I didn't like the feeling. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be a breeze, and they say it gets worse on the second dose.
Oh, man.
So if it gets worse, I don't want it. You know what I mean? I left it alone. I said, you know what? I ain't getting it. I just told the boss, hey, listen, I gave you the first one. Congratulations. You ain't gonna hit me with the second one. I can't do the second one. Nah, not a
it's so crazy, man. Because now I look at it like, so are people going to be getting fired for getting the flu?
They are. People are going to get fired. There's no guarantee. There's guaranteed. Let me not say this. There's guaranteed. People are going to get fired because now they have to choose over their opinion or their livelihood. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I was planning on going on this trip, there was so much requirements just to even leave the country. It's ridiculous. I understand you gotta take your tests, no problem. You know what I mean? Before you leave, 5 days before you leave, they need to get results. I said, all right, then that's cool. But I also have to purchase a health visa to leave
What?
the country. Yeah. Because they don't want you to bring that stuff there. Whatever you got going on, once they find out, it's a wrap. And you got to do it coming back. So they serious. So you take it when you go. You take it before you get there, and then you got to take it at the hotel before you leave. It's rapid. You do a little rapid test at the hotel when you come there, and then you got to take another test when you leave. So it's getting there, man. It's definitely getting there. People are going to be forced to be taking that. I mean,
Well,
I didn't want to take it, but then I see that if I don't take it, it stops my livelihood of moving around. You know what I mean? You can't function.
just from that one position, though, not from every position, just that one position.
As far as what, moving around?
Yeah.
Well, a lot. I mean, like I said, I want to go to the garden. I can't go to the garden. You can't do a lot of things if you're not vaccinated. I mean, the only thing I can say is I only got the first shot. But that's not considered fully. You know what I mean? So I know that's going to stop me from doing what I want to do. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of comedy shows I want to go to. You know what I mean? So, like I said, if it's not recommended, I mean, it's required. It ain't mandatory. But if they got to mandatory me to do it this time, it got to be mandatory. I would not take the next dose. I would not. Like I said, toodles to whoever could do it. But I don't like the feeling. I didn't feel right. And for me, sometimes I still don't feel right. Even though it's maybe working through in the system, I don't like it. You know what I mean? So I can't deal with that. Not me. Nah. I'm done with that. Now you got to force it on me. So, only thing I can say is see me in the streets.
Your word, right? Yo, I'm kind of glad though that we, we've established something and we're growing to where, sooner or later this is going to turn into something that is going to be financially profitable for us, and we can do it right here from our home. So this is a preparation, I feel, or just one source of income amongst the others that we choose to get, whether it be at work or something, your other creativities. But I'm glad we're doing this, bro, because it's going to definitely be necessary, especially with the way things are going now, where it seems like everybody's sort of the way they're trying to run
if you avoided it and you're getting it, you got the vaccine, they getting it. The people that ain't got the vaccine, they getting it. So there is no, you're being biased or you're being that. Listen, if you want to put that in you, be my guest. If you can deal with that feeling of your arm hurting and your arm feeling dead, you really don't want to move it because your shit is aching. Man, when I got my shot, I took everything out the fucking freezer. I took the kielbasa sausage out. I took out hot dog packs. I took out everything. Just so.
Oh, it was like that?
Yeah, because it hurts. It's numb. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? And then it works through your body. My wife was like, because like I said, I got a phobia. And my phobia is, if I see something on TV and I got a slight symptom, I got it. It don't matter what it is, I got it. I don't know what type of phobia that is called, but I got it. I coughed. I got something. It's like whatever symptom. Yeah, so even when I got the shot, my wife told the doctor, like, yo, don't tell him nothing about the symptoms. But he said, I have to tell because that's protocol.
Right.
She was like, yo, don't tell him because once he leave here, he think he got it. He got the symptoms. It's what's in your mind that makes you feel that you got what you got. And my wife's like, yo, I guess I can't stop that. When I feel I got it. Until I go to the doctor or I go to the hospital, they gotta prove otherwise. Let them tell me it's in my head. So I can't control that. I can't control. I can't do nothing about it. I don't know why I'm like that, but I'm like that. I got everything. Like I said, I coughed and my head was hurting. I said, I got COVID. I go get a test. Yeah, and they like, yo, you good? I'm like, you sure, man? I was just coughing back there, man. They like, yo, take it easy, man. Sometimes what you thinking, whatever you thinking, you feel that you got it. So everything hurts. So if your back hurts because you thinking your back hurts, your back is gonna you're gonna think you're setting your mindset to tell your body, yo, that hurts. Even though there's nothing wrong with you.
that's where you kind of, or you should kind of tell your mind that, or you tell yourself that your mind is stronger than what you think it is, and just tell it the opposite. Instead of just telling it that, yo, I got it, say, yo, I don't have it, it's just a cough.
Yeah, but that's after I get the test.
Well, I mean,
Like for me, I gotta get proven wrong. My body gotta get proven wrong. My mom, not even my body. My mom gotta say, "Yo, you wildin'. Take it easy, bro.
Right.
You precautious. You don't like it. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's a lot of people going left and right, hospitalized on that. It's just so much. You know what I mean? And during this time, it's getting overwhelming for people. This is overwhelming. You know, so practice what you can. People practice what you can.
We pray that times will change and be better for everyone, because this is going to some real serious times where a lot of people are going to, or are starting to feel hopeless because they feel like things are being forcefully ripped from them because of a decision that they should have right and do have right, with laws made not to put things in their body. So you have people that are in positions that's saying, well, okay, if you are deciding to not take it, then fine. We are going to make life very difficult for you.
Yes, which is true. That is definitely true. Definitely, 100% true.
I always feel like, if we look at it, it's just a new name to a new, disease or virus that's out there, but people, if we look back in time, in retrospect, you'll see that there was something like this all the time. Flu, measles, pox, they had a lot of things that were coming up, and they knew that this is not the first time we had to put on a mask or anything like these happen often. And again, they are reasons why that is done. So now we're back at this stage now. Now, does the kind of sickness advance as we go along? Unfortunately, it does. It seems like every time a new one comes out, it's stronger than the last one. It gets a lot worse. 10 times worse. And it seems to put, the people inside the homes. They can't go outside, almost like curfew based. But not so much. Remember when COVID first started, they tried to do the curfew.
Yeah, martial law.
They were trying to enforce that. So you just gotta keep in mind, these are still human decisions with, of course, with our government and lawmakers, state lawmakers, and things like that. You gotta prepare yourself for the inevitable when it comes to human beings making decisions.
And the thing is, for some of these decisions, it ain't your choice. Some people doing it because they have no choice. Some people, like I said, when they sit there and say, if you don't do this, you could possibly lose your job. And how hard it is right now to get a job, you're going to lose your job because you don't want to get this shot. You're going to lose. For me, it's like you're losing your life for something you don't know what you're putting into your body. You're losing your whole life. You're losing your freedom to move around. For me, this is like you're messing with people's amendments. The freedom of speech, the freedom to do whatever they want. This is you're really messing with people's freedom. Because if I don't do this, you're taking away everything I love and everything I love to do because I'm not doing what you want me to do. So you said, all right, then, if you don't want to do this, no problem. I'm going to stop you from enjoying your lifestyle.
Right. As much as they think now, here's the thing, and that's where you have to remember, and there's books about it. Like, no one man or no man can truly stop you, right? Unless you let them. They can't just come in and do things like that without some people putting up a fight. That's going to happen, but it's not that case. They cannot physically stop. But what they try to instill in a lot of people is fear. Fear that, okay, you won't be able to, you won't be able to live, you'll be really stuck inside your home. You're not going to have any money or anything like that. So
you're not going to be able to live your life. You're not going to be able to live your life. Now it's like, this is for me, it's like, you telling people they can't do something, And if you don't do this, or you don't get the vaccine, we're gonna make your life miserable to force you to get it. Even if you don't want it. Oh, you want to go on these trips? You want to do this? You want to do this? Okay, got you. You can't go out to no parties. You want to go out to dinner? You can't go out to dinner without showing this. And then you got a lot of restaurants that's also doing what they do. So
I really do feel, this should push people in a mindset just to have some awareness, right? That, don't just count on one source
of
income. You know what I'm saying? You really can't do it because that's really where the control would lie. If you would have people of those powers that are able to say, what if that's your company? They try to mandate your company. Then you would be, so to speak, put in a bad position if that's your only source of income. Now you're going to be like, what am I going to do now? And I think we just need to have more of a practice for those that don't have it in practice to have other sources of income versus just spending time with one. Now, that goes into a lot of people would say, well, that makes sense and all for me to get another, have another source of income, but I don't have the time. And that's where we try to also bring awareness that that's where time management comes into play. You just have to manage your time. I do understand that, if you have one job and that's the only job and that's covering all, then I understand that. You have to find time in there. Maybe it would be not giving them 8 hours, maybe giving them 6, maybe give them 5. And then that's of course while you're building up, like you'll keep your original hours while you're building up another source of income for yourself in addition to. So if you cut hours there, you're made up in another source, in another area where you can make up.
I got Bandman said he wants to join in. Let me join him in because he got some things he wanted to talk about with this.
Okay.
Because he's in the comments, and that's why I kept going back and forth. He's in the comments, so I asked him if he wanted to join in and talk. He said no problem. Still there, DJ?
Yo.
What's good, Ben? Hold on, let me see what's up with DJ. What happened? Yo, DJ, you cut your mic. You mute your mic, DJ. Unless his camera went out. But what's good, though, man? How you been, brother?
Man, I'm cooling.
You hear the topic we talking about, so.
Yeah, the facts, man. I just got that shit Saturday, bro.
And it don't make you feel good, do it?
Yeah, I felt like I had to, man. I felt like it was holding me hostage, bro. I was shit, man.
You can't move around.
I couldn't travel.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Peabody. What's good, bro?
Yeah, man. What's happening, brother?
I'm here.
Oh, shit. I got the brother. I got the brother here. He's he got hit with the vax. You know what I mean? So he's talking about it and how he felt. You know what I mean?
Oh, at the job?
Huh?
No, I just got it in general because I felt like I was being held hostage, but I couldn't go out, I couldn't travel, all these mandates and shit, so it was like... So I like to be active. I like to go out, like, you know what I'm saying?
Now, do you feel because you were forced in a place to take something like take this the vaccine, do you feel violated in the sense that you had to do something that you probably would not have chosen to do yourself?
Absolutely.
So that's the important part, right?
I definitely felt like it was forced.
Right. So here's the part where it is kind of crazy to me, right? Because we have a lot of human beings, right? Just because they want to live their normal day-to-day lives, that do just what Brother Bandman did, where, you know what I'm saying, he feels trapped and he was like, yo, I took the vaccination, so I don't feel trapped, I can at least feel normal. So it's confusion, right? Where you throw a lot of fear into people to feel like, yo, you're never going to be able to come outside, and then they make decisions like that where they're like, yo, I had to take it.
Mm-hmm. You can't come outside.
So just so I can come outside. I don't feel like that's not okay to me, man. That's not
okay to nobody at all.
I've definitely held out as long as I could, man.
Right.
Like the walls started closing in. Like, damn, y'all really on some bullshit. I tried to go out with my wife the other last weekend and shit. We couldn't go nowhere. Nowhere.
Yeah, man.
Outside,
you could have had a picnic. You could have had a picnic. Yeah, you could have had a picnic. Then you can't do nothing else after that. But food, restaurants is a wrap.
All the places you and the wife went to, did they have like postages up on there? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's real.
And we want proof. We want to see the official card. All that.
They want to see the card. You gotta have it on your phone. You gotta have something. You gotta have something.
I feel like right now I'm a number, bro. Because when you get this shit, you get this number, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's part of the system.
When you show proof of it, they look up the number, make sure it's official. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you are a robot now.
Yeah.
You gotta show it. You gotta show it. I got the card in my wallet. You have to show that, and it tells you your dose. It tells you everything.
What is it like? A 6 7 digit number, bro?
Yeah, man, that's your new social, man. That's
that's some crazy shit.
Yeah, that's your stamp. Your stamp. You know what I mean? Your robot 4N6392. You robot. That's your robot number. Real talk. How did you feel when you took the vac?
Word.
How did you feel when you took the vac?
Just a little, numbness in my arm, the arm that I got shot in, besides that. And a little bit of, I had some diarrhea and shit, but that ain't regular shit.
But no high fever, nothing crazy where it literally like you bedridden or anything.
Well, is this your first shot? Is the first one or the second one?
My first.
And do you know what you took?
I took the Pfizer.
Okay, so you got what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah, I go back in a couple weeks to get the second one.
I'm supposed to go back.
So is that mandatory? I guess this is for both of y'all. Is that mandatory that once you take the first one, you have to go take the second one?
I believe
you don't have to. You don't have to. It's not. They want you to. Like for me, he got a couple of weeks. Me, I got a month because I didn't take Pfizer. I took Moderna. So and also when I was looking at it, the dosage is a little more. So if you look at the Moderna and the Pfizer, it's more. It's about 3 times more. The Moderna is 3 times more than the Pfizer. But then you got the Johnson & Johnson, which is more than that. Because Johnson & Johnson is only 1 shot. 1 shot for that Johnson & Johnson. But that Johnson & Johnson,
that's the one that they said was good though.
Which they said they give you blood clots and all that, but not everybody was getting. They just said about 10 people out of millions. For me, that's still too much. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I got that feeling, they was like, yo, just relax. I drove there, me, my wife, my kids. They was like, yeah, just relax for a minute. Let us see how it feels. Once that shot came into me, like I just got a cold chill through my body. And I got a little bit of lightheaded. I made the wife, I said, yo, drive. She said, yo, you just bugging. I said, yo, drive.
That was almost like immediate drink?
No, not immediate. As far as that, like, you're going to feel something strange. Like, it hits. It's like a shot. It's like a shot. You're going to feel it.
Yeah,
but now everybody's body is different. Like my wife, she got the shot. We both got it together. She had to get it for school.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I said, you know what? I'll go to support. That's not, for me, it wasn't cool to just let her go and not be able to support my wife. Even though I said, hell no. I didn't need it for work, and they did not force it on me. But I said, you know what? If I got to go to make this situation better for you, I do it. Because now we're going to be stopping money or income from coming in here. My income is going to come, but it definitely takes 2 to tango, especially if you live in New York. I got it. I felt it. I would say maybe like 10 minutes. Because we stayed in there for a while, like 10 minutes after. She's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. Like, I just felt like I was getting a little lightheaded. And like I said, I just got a cold chill because it's cold. It goes inside you cold.
Right.
So once it goes inside you cold, you can't really, it's in there. It's done. Now it's just what effects it does to you. I stayed home because I stayed in the house, man. I couldn't do it. I was supposed to go out that day and play football, and I stayed in the house.
Did your family have to? Did your family also take the shot along with you?
Yeah, everybody in the crib got it.
Okay. So how even that deep? It's like, family staying away from family because they ain't got the shit. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
You got family saying you can't come over. You got family
Mm-hmm.
saying you can't even come over to the crib if you're not touched with that scene. And I'm like, well, listen, shit, I could deal with you. I ain't seen you in 7 months of that. We can add some more months to that, man. And like I said, even if I didn't get the shot, on my way, like I said, I ain't getting the next dose. So mine's just gonna say that dose. I ain't getting no more. Like I said, if I don't like it, I don't care. You gotta force this one on me. And they say that the second one is worse than the first one. Because now you got that. You got this. People not understanding when you getting this vaccine or any needle that fights something, they are giving you it in a small dose. So like even if I was to go get the vaccine and then go get tested, I would test positive for COVID. Because you have to get COVID to fight off COVID.
But see, that's the thing that I'm feeling like that's kind of where the hopes come in, right? Because not saying that COVID is definitely not real, like C-19 ain't real and things like that, but it's like because they were tripping up the cases and things like that. So if somebody was to come in with a regular cold, like they would claim that like somebody would have COVID.
Yeah, you had the vac.
Because it shares the same kind of symptoms that a regular flu or something regular cold would have. So then how's that person supposed to feel if you going in for what would be known as the common cold and they like you got COVID? Common cold equates to COVID now?
Or if even people forget, like the flu never stopped. And the flu got the same exact symptoms of COVID. So you got the COVID? Nah, nigga, I just went in and had the flu. Nah, nigga, that's two different languages. It's two different languages.
Right.
When I got sick, as far as the flu, I can still taste, I can still eat, I can still smell. I maybe not eat as much, but you can still eat and smell. When you get COVID, you ain't smelling nothing. You're not eating nothing. You're gonna eat, but your body is like, just relax. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't think people paid attention. I caught that. I caught the cold. But I was not getting no symptom. The only symptom I got was just the smelling and the taste. That's it. And I had a little mild headache for a little bit of time, maybe a day or so. But the thing is, I couldn't do too much moving around.
Fever, nothing like that.
I couldn't do too much moving. You know what I mean? If I want to go walk around the house, that was a wrap. Yeah, I can move around, but I couldn't do too much.
Right.
Me going in the kitchen and trying to cook something would be too much. Because by the time I get in that kitchen, I'm hot.
Right.
My body, I'm sweating. When I got my bill, because I stayed home for the 2 weeks, I got my bill, it was like $300 just for the Con-Ed bill. Because I had to have that AC. If I didn't have that AC on, I'd have passed out.
What do you feel is the next steps right now that things are in place, right? So, and for the whole panel, right? What do you feel would be the next steps for us as far as making income now? Is because if people are going outside and your job is now turning you away if you decide not to take it. What are the next steps? Because that would mean that there are a lot of New Yorkers, a lot of people out here that are not going to be making income.
You got a lot of people right now that ain't making no income. And because they have not got a job back and they've been dependent on that unemployment check. So it's like, why would I go back to work when I'm making more money staying from work? But not understanding is you still have a life. Like me, I can't stay in the house. Like when I was in the house during that 6 months, when did they lose shutdown? It's hard. It's hard because then now when it's time to get back up, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to.
Right.
I'm making more money staying home, not doing shit, than me go out here, bust my ass, and put my life on the line to support my family to make less than what I was making just staying in the house, being safe.
Yeah. I was essential, and I hated it.
But but were you dealing with a lot of people?
I hated it. Yeah. The train shit was still packed. Everything. I still had to travel. Still people outside.
Yeah, you see me.
I do my job. I deal with people. So yeah, I was supposed to
Right. So now even with
And I hate
you
it.
being
Like
in,
I'm out here risking my life.
that's what I'm saying.
With no incentives, no bonuses, no nothing, bro. And I'm going to work every day, putting myself at risk. While I'm sitting here really watching people sitting at home cleaning up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Making TikTok videos, boy.
I hate that shit, bro.
I was doing everything in the book.
I don't understand how they do things like that. I mean, I get why they would do it because again, it's some sort of control of population. That's how I look at it. Again, especially when things like this keep repeating itself. Like the only difference is a new name to a new virus. You understand what I'm saying? And if something like this happens every so often, which it does, again, when people are looking like, yo, we gotta walk around and wear masks, we gotta be, stay in the house, we can't really work. Like, this is not one time, like the first time this has ever been. There's cases of this happening in this country. So that's why I'm like, yo, if we look at it as a plan, so now we gotta adapt to what we do with it. And like me and Dre, just before you came on, man, it was like, so now what is it, right? Because we obviously know with things like this now, it can't be just working one gig. We know right now that is real. Even if there was no COVID, we know that that's not good. But now that this is in effect, we know that one source of income is definitely not to go.
Unless you're doing a stay-at-home job. Unless you have a stay-at-home job.
The shit is available. I'm saying you think they got people on deck ready to take your old job, bro. That's back. You refuse that back. That's fine. That's fine. You can leave, and we got somebody right here.
And they'll push them right into the place.
Right here, no problem.
And give them less money too.
And it's fucked up. It's like, I've been on my job 20 years, bro. And you about to get rid of me because of a vax? Like, that's real. It's really real. It's cutthroat out here.
And then in 20 years in, yo, listen to what the man said, yo. 20 years in, yo, being essential, and yo, shout out to you for being, for being in those positions to do that, right? Because, work still had to be, still had to be taken care of. So shout out to you, even during the unfortunate circumstance that having to go outside for that. But yo, they gave no incentives for this essential worker here and the thousands of other essential workers that were out there in the midst of it.
Hundreds and millions of people.
Millions of people.
Millions.
So
McDonald's, Burger King, Walmart, everybody out there.
And it definitely makes you look at what's different. It's just like, damn, it's like, I'm really expandable, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's really...
While you working, the CEO is at home. The CEO at home while you work.
Just so you can maintain a good source of living for you and your family, right? You and your loved ones. So you put yourself in those predicaments. Yo, just like Drake, when I was working with you and things like that, going into the homes. You know what I'm saying? You had to go in, you dealing with gas, so you gotta go directly into the homes, not knowing who has what. There's no signs of telling you people were sick. And most of these customers are still like, oh, you just checking the gas meter, and they sick and know they're sick and they let you right in.
Yep, like nothing happened, like it's normal.
At the peak of it.
At the peak of it.
And the crazy thing is,
thousands of cases every day. Yo.
Man, when this first started, they were showing trailers of people getting thrown in them trailers because there was not enough spots to put them. They were throwing people in trailers. And I said, damn. That's when you know, you can't tell me that's a host when you see motherfuckers is getting thrown into trailers. And funeral homes are booming off of that.
Yeah, definitely fear, bro. A lot of fear. Like, shit is out there.
Bring it home
to the family. Like, my wife was pregnant at the time and shit, bro. Like, that shit's scary as hell, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Sometimes, listen, that's with everybody. You stayed at home, you know what I mean? I call it for me, you can call it with everybody. A lot of people made COVID babies because you're at home. What are you doing? There's nothing else to do. I'm being honest. TV, banging, and and playing the game. There is nothing to do. You can't do nothing.
So
you getting more money than you ever thought about getting.
Right. That's the funny part, Dre, because I'm like, you trying to, whatever it is that they trying to use it, let's say if it is to control population, you really can't control population, because if you force the population to be inside, and they're inside and you get the opposite sex to come and join and being that they're inside, what do you think they're going to do all day?
Bumping grind.
People are gonna find time to do something, so the population is still gonna rise at some point. In 9 months,
you just gotta be cautious now.
That's the main now. Crime is at an all-time high right now.
Man, crime was crazy when they said you could go outside.
Crime is at an all-time high.
It went crazy when once they said, "Yo, we lifting up that ban." Next thing you know, New York was looking like Chicago. New York was looking like Chicago not too long ago, with gun violence and people shooting up. They was not playing.
What kind of areas though, man? What kind of areas are looking like that though?
The Bronx.
They always look like that. Brooklyn heavy, Queens heavy.
Part of the Ville, the East.
Right. So it's basically our minority communities that are being affected with the violence. So then again, that's what I'm saying, because there are communities outside of the minority communities that are not facing it. So it's not like it's not available, it's just lack thereof.
Well, we can't say that because we have not been in that area to sit there and make that type of judgment. So we're not there. Like, I know, like, even when I go to like these Jewish neighborhoods, they're not vaccinated, and they ain't wearing no mask, no nothing, and they out there just strolling amongst each other.
Yep.
So like I said, it's about the community, but then for me, you don't know what's going on. You only know what you see or what is portrayed to you. You see what I mean? So when I'm going out there and I see what's going on, I can say, yo, A, B, and C. But if I'm not there, I'm just assuming. And we all know when you assume, you know what that makes you be. So that's why when I say I see it, it's getting out of hand.
So if that is the truth, which it definitely is, and I'm pretty sure, and again, shout out to all our viewers that tuned into the DandJ podcast today. We're just basically talking about the vaccination system or process that's been going on, and they're forcefully trying to mandate this, and it is working in certain companies. So if you're a city worker, I believe today was the last day. If you were not vaccinated, you weren't able to work. That's correct.
Well, right now they also fighting it. So right now they still want people to come to work because they are in court as we speak. So that was something before I came online. My wife was even showing me. People, they all sending out emails like, listen, still go to work. We are fighting this because you cannot. That is a life choice you are making. People think having that vaccine is obsolete. They think that you cannot get anything after that. For me, if I was to get COVID and I got this vaccine, why I cannot take the vaccine to stop the COVID instead of me taking the vaccine?
That's what it would be.
That's the main point. Why am I taking something that's not going to stop it in its tracks instead of me taking it and let my body get immune to that?
I thought it was again the mind-boggling way that they're doing things. I'm like, you are pushing something, especially when it comes to medication. And everybody knows here that medication is not free. If anything was free, as far as something to be administered to any human living individual, then healthcare should be free. So why all of a sudden now we have this, this new virus that has come about? Be it real or not, it's out there, it's been put out there, and then no other virus, these same powers to be have forced any free vaccination for cancer, AIDS, flu. None of these things were free, but now all of a sudden, the more powerful virus that is taking lives, or did take, had a hand on taking lives, is now to catch on to people to take it in like, yo, it's free. But yet, like you said earlier, Dre, yo, flu didn't go away, cancer didn't go away, AIDS, HIV didn't go away. None of these things went away, and there is no talk about these sorts of, or sorts of medication and administering thereof to those things. But this one here is the one that
this is the most priority. This is the priority of the
one that takes high priority.
Yeah, this takes high priority. They want the towns and everything to open up. Like I said, if you're a millionaire and you're a CEO and you don't have to come out your house, you know they're not coming out because there is no need. Why? Why would I come out when I can do everything from this one little device right here in my hand? I don't need to do nothing else but send and receive from this little device. Or I can come home into my $1 million home and I can get on the computer just like everybody else, and I can run my business through this. I can run my music. I can run everything through this computer here. I don't need you.
Right.
That's what you're telling me. I don't need you.
Yo, you know what? And not to, just to be a little transparent, and that's another reason why, even for my dispatch business, for my DJs and things like that, I had that mindset to where I didn't want to feel like I was the only one that was going to go out there and do the work, because you're not supposed to be the only one, right? Mm-hmm. So I dispatched other DJs out and do a 60-40 split. The DJs would get the 60, I would get the 40, so it's just like agent work on my end to get them out of there. But at the end of the day, they allow and affords other people to have jobs. And it still affords me to still get income, just like how you're saying, right off my phone. So I know everybody's creativity may not afford to do it like that. But if yours does, I'm like, you should, because there are some people that are going to be, okay with going outside, whether they're vaccinated or not. And if you have that choice where you don't want to, then I feel like you should create a job where, you know what I'm saying,
you don't have
you are the CEO, that you don't have to. Mm-hmm. I guess that should be the kind of.
But that means you gotta have a very good come up, and you know where it come. You gotta put the work in at home.
Absolutely.
At home, which means your home is your office.
So
and you gotta hire people from home, but it got to be in demand. So that's the only thing I would feel is, if you want to become a business, you gotta be in demand of something. What do people need to make you be able to stay at home?
Right. So being that, with you being pretty much a veteran where you work, being there 20 years, right? Is there any way that you would be able to take your role for your company, if you can, and do that remotely? Do you have a position that allows you to do that? Not at all.
No. Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. So, and even if you wanted to try to play safe to look for that kind of thing within your company, it would probably cut your money way less than what you're doing right now.
Maybe. I'm in housing, so.
Right.
With that.
Yeah. You gotta be in the field.
Yeah, I gotta be in the field.
I mean, hopefully,
unless I work in the office. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't it either.
I know the pushing papers is really, it is more responsibility. So I don't think a lot of people would go from being in the field to pushing the paperwork.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a desk with a couple of family pictures on it.
Yo, I really do truly believe in, and again, correct me if I'm wrong. Viewers out there, put your comments into the chat. Let us know what you feel. Soon, very soon, we're actually working on getting to open the lines here. So just like how Bam is live on the show right now, he's sitting on the panel with Dre and I. We're gonna open the lines soon to where you guys are gonna be able to call in. Right here to the show without, you don't only have to type in, you'll be able to actually be on the show live with us, and everybody will be able to hear your voice. Just like, again, this is our radio station, so if you listen to other radio stations, it'll be similar to that, where we'll open a segment of the show for us to hear your opinions. So, yo, this is real crazy, man. I'm hoping and I'm praying that we can all come up with something. Especially like city workers like Bandman and the thousands and millions of others that are out there that will allow us to be able to make income in addition to the income that we do outside, just not so heavy. I feel like everybody does need to go outside to make your source of income, but just not the hours that we are normalized to do it. So the normalized way is like the 8 hours, the 13 hours, the 14. I feel like if we can normalize, it can be in a part-time way because you have these other areas where you're making bread, right? So you're like Bandman, your 20-year could be 4.5, 5 hours. Then you go and you have your business at home. You could do another 3 hours there, maybe an hour someplace else, and that's 3 sources of income that can make up versus you being outside so crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know what you feel about that, Dre.
Well, for me, like I said, having a business is not the problem. Having your business in demand is the problem because you need a demand.
That's big. You're right.
If you got a business, everybody wants to open up a business, but a lot of businesses are not successful because when you got too much of the same thing, and I can get it for if I can open up a business and you're selling something that I'm selling, and the only thing you're doing different is just bringing the price down. I'm not going to be able to make any money off of it. It's not in demand because there's so much of it. So now, if you put in a position to do that,
like the shit that's been booming is car service and delivery shit been booming, bro.
Yo, crazy.
Yeah. Uber, Lyft, all that.
Amazon went up. Everybody that's doing delivery up.
Yeah. To make you stay at home.
Because everybody's home.
Yeah, but the same thing is, you're staying home, but a lot of people weren't taking care of their body because they're at home. Because everything is at your front door. We were ordering shit in from the warehouse to get sent to us. We didn't have to leave the house.
Yeah, that's a fact. Right.
The only time we left is to get meat. Because you never want nobody to pick out your meat. Other than that, pick out the cans, pick out the juice, sodas, pick that shit out. But when it comes to when it comes to your meats, you don't want nobody picking out your meat because I know what I'm looking for when I go there. I know I'm not going in the aisle where the chicken is yellow. I ain't messing with that. You know what I mean? I want my chicken white like it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? I want my steak the way it's supposed to.
The whole shit was definitely crippling, bro.
Yeah.
Look how they did it. You know what I'm saying? They made us stay in the crib. Oh, we got these stimmies for y'all. We got this unemployment for y'all. And then it's like, go back to work now. Like, you've been taking care of us for what, 18, 19 months?
Longer than that. And some people are still being taken care of because right now, unemployment. People are still getting the money, but they're not getting as much. But they're getting
Right.
They still doing that child tax credit shit?
Yeah. You got kids, you get extra money every month. Every month you get it. Every month you get it. But you can choose though. You can choose if you want to, or you can wait and get it in your income tax check. Ain't nobody waiting for that. But then when I start to see, I don't give sympathy when it comes to that also. The reason why is when you had the chance and you were getting 4,000, because I'm saying it now. I know for sure niggas was getting 4,000 a month. A week, I'm sorry. A week. You getting $1,000 every week. You see what I mean? And if you were smart,
two people,
no, this is just you by yourself. This is no two people. This is you. You're getting $1,000. Every week.
All the extensions they had.
Yeah, every week you get $4,000.
Housing and rent relief and all that shit.
Yeah, you were getting all the help.
Extra food stamps, all that shit.
And that's what the reason why people say, "Oh, you got to be sympathized." No, because guess what? Instead of you trying to run out and buy all these TVs and Jordans, you wasn't worried about that. Now your rent is due and you 6 months behind. And you done spent what you're supposed to put your rent on. It's on your feet. It's in your living room.
Yeah, a lot of people wasn't expecting it to or they don't anticipate it to stop.
They didn't care.
So
why?
They try
even getting the money you can't pay partial, You couldn't pay partial rent. People were not paying their rent, like blatantly not paying it, knowingly that the following week you're gonna get another 1,000.
Right.
You had people out here, they were struggling at work trying to make ends meet. And now you got something to make ends meet plus more, and you can't do that? Even if you're irresponsible with your money, you knew you got to pay your rent. And go get your EBT to take care of food. That's where you save your money at. Your money was being saved by just applying for EBT.
Right.
And if you play this smart like me, what I did was I made them take a percentage out of my unemployment so I could actually see some money during income tax. Instead of me taking everything and not taking them their percentage. Because if you don't let them take their percentage, they're gonna catch you on the back end.
Well, you're gonna end up. So that's the thing with a lot of people do, because I'm not gonna lie, I do that as well, right? And sometimes if you have to know how to do it, and again, the makeup for it is that you are actually gonna make income because you're gonna have to pay it back. So there's no getting away from it. But you can do it smart, right? If you would do it quarterly, if you would have it to where they don't take out the taxes if you choose, but if you make up and do your equations of how much they would take out within a month, and then you tell them that month don't take it out, well then you would know, let's say for a number 1,500, it would be 1,500 in a month, and you don't let them take it out, you accumulated $1,500 in your pocket because they didn't take the taxes out. But then when it comes tax time, you're gonna have to pay that $1,500 back. So after that month, hopefully you were making money to put to the side to pay them back that money, or you're going to be at the end of the year when you file your taxes, you're gonna have a balance there due, and you would be doing payment arrangements.
Is that you doing payment arrangement, or you gonna owe? And the one thing I know about IRS, when IRS want their money, they're going to get their money. However it got to go down, they're going to get their money. And you can't avoid that. For me, I was paying my shit. Whatever I was getting, I was taking care of my responsibilities. Paying my rent. I called the car. My car note. Insurance. They say, yo, don't worry about that. Now, I'm paying that. Cable. Yo, don't worry. I'm paying that. Because why would I sit there, if I'm trying to get rid of something, why would I not pay for it? And I was actually putting more money down on it because now I'm receiving more. And I was saving money. You see what I mean? The thing is, like I wanted to get I knew the PlayStation 5 was coming out. I knew the Xbox was coming out. Why would I sit there and go bust out a whole check to try to get two things, knowing if I just save my money a couple of months in advance, I wouldn't be broke? Why would I go broke trying to be cool?
Right.
You cannot tell me don't pay this.
A lot of people don't know.
No, it's they don't care. I don't want to say no, they don't care. Because when you got all that money and you were struggling, before you got all that money, you were struggling. And now you got all that money, now you're homeless. How was that possible? You ain't living in no condo. You're not. You're not living in the city. You're doing rent control in public housing. And you're getting kicked out. Your rent may be $800. You telling me out of that 1 week, you couldn't put $800, put that to the side, and you still left with $200.
Right.
Or every week you take out, all right, it's 4 weeks in a month, let me take out $200 each week. You couldn't do that? There's no excuse. That's the problem. People were depending on that money. Even with me, I was knowing I was going to get the money, but doesn't mean I'm going to blow the fucking money because I'm getting it. This is the time you learn how to manage your money. This was forced on you. They knew that the economy was going to shut down if you didn't know how to. And the economy did not shut down. Why? It's because everybody was still online, masked up, trying to get some Jordans. Amazon was booming. Motherfuckers looked like they had a building with boxes, crib full of boxes. You can't even walk in the house. So when it comes to sympathy, I don't give sympathy to people that had the chance to get out of their sympathy. I didn't have a job.
It's just to provide the awareness. That's all. And again, that's why we do this forum right here on DJ Peabody, with DJ Peabody and Dre right here on DandJ Podcast, because this is a forum where we can do that right here and give you the awareness
Because if it
for
happens, it looked
everybody
like it's
out
gonna.
there, as well as get the awareness from you for us. Yeah.
I was really thinking this shutdown was going to happen again because this COVID cases were getting out of control. I thought it was going to, because in certain places you have stage 2 that people are not, they can't come out. I think even in Europe, or not Europe, or the UK, they had a second shutdown, and the cases went down. When people are in the house, you can't get sick while you're in the house. Only time you're getting sick is when you leave the house.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they made it so easy to just stay at home and order everything you need from your phone or the computer. What's the point? You know, I was even going to people's houses working, and they got equipment, brand new equipment, just laying there. Like, yo, man, I bought that shit, man. I was just laid up in the house. I got some extra bread, and I was just buying everything I seen. I want it, I buy it. I want it, I buy it. Hey, listen, I was one of them guys. I get up at 12 o'clock, like, who want 2K? Ooh, y'all on it. But sometimes I was also still going out. I was still working. I'm working off the books. So I'm doing that, and I'm making my own income. Because I got bored staying home. The only way I would not work outside is OSHA will come to the job site and shut that shit down. Yo, if you don't leave, y'all niggas gotta pay $25,000 per man. Nigga, what? Yo, you got about 16 dudes there. You about to hit the millions, bro. You gonna go home? All right, we cool. Guess what? I still got paid for that day, so I don't care. You see what I mean? It's not my fault we have to leave, but this is what happens when your lifestyle. That's it. Henny by the cases. Crazy.
Yo, listen. So again, we provide the awareness forum right here on DandJ Podcast 21. Monday and Fridays now, 7:45 to 8:45. Shout out to Bam
Definitely looking out for the joint, brother. Looking out for real. Because people need to know. People really need to know.
Yeah, they definitely need to know. So yo, Bam, it's always a pleasure having you come on, bro, and showing us your creativity as well as giving us your expertise on life, man. That's really appreciated. You help give the people the awareness. When we can't, Dre and I listen, you have something, so we appreciate you for that. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, again, DandJ Podcast 21, Mondays, Fridays now, 7:45 to 8:45. Make sure you are writing in the comments, like, comment, share. We're on all streaming platforms. Again, Mondays and Fridays, 7:45, 8:45. We got our host with the most, Dre. Got your host with the most, DJ Peabody. We have creatives like Bam that comes on a lot. He's one of our supporters that comes on a lot. And we also support him with his music. So that function is going back and forth. Make sure you guys are always tuning in. Get your bios into our Gmail account. Let us know so we can actually have you here as a guest on the show. We can also spread your creative awareness towards the people and for the people. Dre, what you got?
Man, I ain't got nothing, man. You said it, man. The only thing I can say is, ladies and gentlemen, y'all guys stay safe. Enjoy the rest of the week, man. Be positive. Love is love, man. From my family to yours, man. Y'all guys enjoy and stay safe, man.
And if you're home, please.
Hit me up.